What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about why you need to know how to fight. Since the dawn of time, men have solved problems by throwing hands, by fighting. Sure, maybe we would argue a bit, but you know how it all ends. We start beating the shit out of each other. And that's just in our instinct. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me if it's okay or not. That's a different topic. It just is what it is. So, since we know that, we might as well know how to defend ourselves, right? Cool. So, in case you don't believe me, I want to give you an example. You can be a great basketball player. You can be a much better basketball player than me. And you can beat me at a game of basketball and you can say, I beat you at basketball. Suck it. And I can still be like, yeah, but I beat your ass. And you might think, no, that doesn't matter, but you know it does. You know it does. It does hurt you that I could beat your ass. Why? Because every man is meant to fight. So, having said that, you need to learn how to fight. Now, I'm not saying this so you become a Terminator or you become a big bully who just goes around beating the shit out of everyone. No, that's stupid. What I am saying is that if someone comes at you and tries to attack you, God forbid, you need to know how to defend yourself. And you need to be comfortable enough engaging in altercations that if push comes to shove, you're not worried that you're going to get knocked out, right? The first thing you need to do is to get in the gym. Don't even fight yet, just get in the gym. Because if you don't have at least a bit of muscle mass, you're just going to get pushed around. Because in fighting, weight is very important and strength is very important. Now, I'm not saying you need to be like a bodybuilder because then you're going to be like fighting like that. But you do need to be athletic, right? So if you're skinny or if you're very fat, first of all, get in the gym, lose that fat, put on some muscle, and then we can talk. Now, from there, you need to pick a martial art that suits you. So that can be boxing, that can be kickboxing, that can be Muay Thai, that can be wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo. I'm going to explain to you how to pick what martial art best suits you. So for starters, I want to say that boxing is probably the best one, especially if you just want to learn for the streets to be able to defend yourself. It has the best base. It's great for starters. It is not risky at all on the street. It's not like throwing a kick where you can slip on the street accidentally and get your head bashed in. It teaches you good fundamentals, good defense, and from there you can transition to any other martial art. Another good martial art is Muay Thai. Why? Because you could go the kickboxing route, but Muay Thai adds elbows, and elbows are fucking brutal. If you hit someone with this, they're getting their jaw broken or they're getting knocked out. So we have boxing. Muay Thai is very good. Wrestling is very good because if you need to know how to get in with someone, be able to be comfortable here where you can't punch because you're too close, so you can throw them on the ground, run, etc. Judo is also good for that, so you can throw them around. But really, to me, the best thing you can do is just MMA, mixed martial arts, because it just brings the best of all worlds, right? So find a good martial arts gym and start training ASAP. And while you do that, keep lifting. Don't you don't need to lift like a bodybuilder, even though you still can, unless you're like super huge, in which case I don't think it's very optimal to be at that body weight and fighting. But you should be lifting like an athlete, worrying about explosiveness, worrying about agility. But for now, just focus on putting on some mass and being able to learn how to fight. Now, you're gonna realize that fighting is very humbling. You're gonna go in thinking you're hot shit. Oh, I see red. And a guy that has 3 months experience is gonna beat the living shit out of you. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Or if you go into jujitsu, for example, you're gonna see girls in the class and you're gonna be like, yeah, I'll beat her easy. And she's gonna tap you in like 5 seconds. And you're gonna be like, oh my god, a girl beat me. Yeah, martial arts are like that, right? So the first thing you need to do is lower your ego a ton. Don't try to be hot shit. Don't come in with a chip on your shoulder because they're gonna bash that right off. The second thing you need to know is that it's gonna take a mental toll on you. So you need to be ready for it. Don't come in thinking you're gonna get better in a month or you're gonna start being able to fuck with everyone. You're gonna suffer. Martial arts, it's pain. Don't try to get it confused. If you're actually like sparring and everything, the point is to hurt the other person. Maybe not a lot because you guys are light sparring, but still the point of martial arts is to defend yourself and hurt someone, obviously. So don't expect easy light going work like weightlifting where all you need to do is just pump iron. The third thing I want you to expect is being tired all the time. Martial arts is a different type of cardio. I've played soccer, I've played basketball, I've played football, I've done weights. Martial arts is just different. There's two reasons why. Number one, you're constantly moving. You constantly need to be thinking where you need to block, where you need to move. It's very tiring getting hit and having to hit back. And second of all, mentally it's very tiring because you can't slip up for even 1 second because as soon as you slip up, knocked out. Yeah, no stuff. So now that you know what you need to look out for your first martial arts class, you're gonna go into your first class, and if you do not have money, which maybe some people are gonna say, oh, I don't have money, I don't have a ride, that's fine. What you do need to do is learn on YouTube. You can shadow box at home. If you have a bag or something that you can hit, you hit that. If not, you can do a bunch of exercise that there's on YouTube. You can look at Fight Tips is a good channel. Tony Jeffries is a good channel. Corey Sanhagen has some good videos. Stuff like that. Stuff for beginners. Joe Bazooka. A lot of good YouTubers that'll teach you the basics of martial arts. So you can perfectly start learning at home. There's no excuse to not be learning. But eventually, I think that if you want to progress as a martial artist, you're going to need to have a trainer or at least some sparring partners or something, or a class, or be in a habitat with a lot of better people than you. So if you can, try to save up, maybe get an allowance, maybe you can get a job, sell some old stuff of yours, whatever. This is much more important than you think. It's more important than playing your fucking PlayStation, that's for sure. So just sell that PlayStation. It's not doing any good anyway. It's just getting you fat and stupid. And use that money to pay for your martial arts gym. Now what you need to worry about is getting supplies. Now, all the supplies you need, especially if you're just going to be doing boxing, is wraps, so you don't hurt your hands. I mean, I don't really hurt my hands, but I'm a machine, so you are. And gloves. You don't need to get super expensive gloves. You can just get some Everlast ones that are like, what, 30 bucks, right? You can start off with those, and then as you start progressing, you'll start realizing that you need better gloves. But for now, those are perfect, right? So you need gloves, you need wraps. You're probably going to need a mouth guard if you're going to be sparring with people. You're going to need a duffel bag probably, or a bag to carry them. And I recommend glove dogs. If you don't know what those are, search them up. Glove dogs. They sound weird, but they're these little things that you put... Hold up, I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is my bag. Meister. Simple shit. So these are glove dogs. Glove dogs. They look like a pair of nut sacks. These are amazing when it comes to glove odor. Once you start training for a while, it's going to be basically impossible for your gloves not to smell like shit. And I'm telling you, it gets bad. Because all the sweat and bacteria and humidity get up in your glove and it starts smelling terrible all the time. So these are your lifesavers. You're going to put one in each glove and you're going to let them sit there every time you leave the gym. And these, what they do is they absorb the sweat and everything, and they smell amazing. They smell like cologne. You can get them different, smells and everything. Now that I have the bag, I'm going to show you what I have. Shin pads. Oh, there's a sock there. Sorry. We have shin pads. These are for protecting your shins because, as you know, you need to kick. So you kick with your shins. And if you kick without shin pads and you accidentally hit the other person, you could hurt them. Or if they check your kick or whatever, checking is like blocking someone's kick, you could hurt your own shin. So these come really in handy. These are a bit expensive, but you can get some cheap ones on Amazon. Some beautiful Fairtex gloves. Also kind of expensive, but completely worth it in my opinion. Leather, it's amazing, cracks the bag perfectly, feels super lightweight. Get 16-ounce gloves. Please. You do not want to be hurting your sparring partners. It's serious. Get 16-ounce gloves. I don't care if you think you look cooler with 12-ounce gloves. I don't care if they feel lighter. Get 16-ounce because the last thing you want to do is hurt someone on accident. 16-ounce gloves. I have my mouth guard. Cheapest one I found. It looks like this. Now, I didn't mold mine, but you should probably mold yours. If there's no instructions, basically what you do is you just boil the mouthpiece in hot water. No, yeah, you boil the mouthpiece in hot water, then you bite it for a bit, and then you put it in ice, and it's gonna, get the form of your teeth. And normally I carry my Beats after, in case I want to do some shadow boxing, I want to hit the bag, etc. So that's what I use to do my martial arts. I don't think you need much more. I forgot to show you my hand wraps, but they're in the bag. Just wrap them around. Find a video on how I do hand wraps. Now, if you guys do need videos on how to, for the basics of martial arts, basically, or basics of boxing, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely make that for you guys. I hope this helped you guys start your journey, and yeah, have fun.